Good morning, I am Tracy Spence with your newscast. This newscast is brought to you courtesy of BioLife Energy Systems. Come join the living. Call them at 800-875-5433. USA Credit Repair, the key to beautiful credit. You may call them at 800-786-1330. And Cruising with the Case Handler, a show on personal injury and immigration, weekdays 8:30 a.m., on Saturdays 7 p.m. and 12 noon on Sundays. Now for the news in details. Amid a surge in COVID-19 cases, with Jamaica this week surpassing the 5,000 mark, Prime Minister Andrew Holness is assuring concerned onlookers that the government planned for this eventuality and was not perturbed by the latest development. Speaking at a virtual press briefing from Jamaica House in St. Andrew on Tuesday, Holness said while the spike in COVID-19 cases and the number of deaths in recent weeks have caused great panic across the country, the government, by understanding how pandemics work, planned for that outcome. Jamaica up to Monday recorded 5 additional COVID-19 deaths and 127 new cases, bringing the total number of confirmed cases to 5,270 and COVID-related deaths to 75. He argued that Jamaicans now find itself in a similar position to many other countries, insisting that this is the nature of how pandemics work. Noting that the sharp increase in the number of cases recorded occurred sometime around mid-August with several events taking place, the Prime Minister said it boiled down to the consistency and faithfulness of compliance. As a result, he said the current island-wide curfew, which begins at 8 p.m. and ends at 5 a.m. daily, will be extended until October 7, although acknowledging that the restriction is having a negative impact on production, employment, and the economy. Additionally, the 14-day quarantine requirement for individuals coming into the island will remain in place, he said, while people 70 years and older should continue to remain at home. Outgoing Jamaica Hotel and Tourist Association JHTA President Omar Robinson is bemoaning the stranglehold the COVID-19 virus has had on the Financial Health and Operations of his organization. Speaking at the JHTA annual general meeting, which was held online on last Friday, Robinson said the major means of income for the organization have started to dry up. He said that as a consequence, a payment plan was being offered to members who have been experiencing financial difficulties to finance their dues in order to continue to enable the organization to operate its secretariat and continue to advocate on their behalf. Robinson expressed disappointment that the Jamaica Public Service Company, JPS, did not consider the JHTA's request for a reduction or removal of demand charges to hotels which are not operational. The JHPS applies demand charges to large business customers, which it says ensures that the company maintains the capacity to match the peak demand of these entities. He also implored the Jamaica Tourist Board to develop mutually beneficial relationships with local tour operators and travel agents. Meanwhile, Jamaica's parliamentary opposition is urging Prime Minister Andrew Holness to tighten the curfew hours for the upcoming Heroes Weekend. The government on Tuesday said it had not yet contemplated a longer curfew for the period. Following a spike in COVID-19 cases in August after the Emancipation and Independence celebrations, the government admitted it should have tightened the curfew measures. Opposition spokesman on health, Dr. Marie Sky, argued that the government should learn from the mistake made last month. The opposition spokesman insisted the measures under the Disaster Risk Management Act should be strictly enforced during the Heroes Weekend to prevent a further surge in coronavirus cases. In sports, the West Indies women are now 2-0 down in their 5-match T20 International Series against England's women after losing the second match by 47 runs in Derby on Wednesday. Sent to bat, England's women won 51 for 8 off their 20 overs. Sarah Glenn top scored with 26, while Amy Jones made 25 and Tammy Beaumont 21. Skipper Stephanie Taylor grabbed 2 for 12 and Shakira Salmon 2 for 32 for the Caribbean side. In reply, the Windies women batting again let them down as they were restricted to 104 for 8. Deandra Doughton top scored with 38, while Taylor made 28. Maddie Villiers, Sarah Glenn, and Sophie Ecclestone took 2 wickets each for the English. The Windies women also lost the T20 International by 47 runs. The third T20 set for Saturday at the same venue. And that is it for the news. This newscast came to you courtesy of BioLife Energy Systems. Come join the living. Call them at 800-875-5433. USA Credit Repair, the key to beautiful credit. You may call them at 800-786-1330. And Cruising with the Case Handler, a show on personal injury and immigration, weekdays 8:30 a.m., on Saturdays 7 p.m. and 12 noon on Sundays. On behalf of the news and production team, I am Tracy Spence. To have a good morning.